Hello, this is John. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a unboxing slash mukbang video for you. And first I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be eating during the unboxing. This is Ace's Foods Sriracha ramen noodles, extra spicy. If you looked at one of my previous videos before, you know I had the lobster version of this as a little bonus for one of my other videos. And the reason why I'm doing this as just like a mukbang on the addition to is because I'm not really reviewing this because I've added so much stuff to this. I got chicken, eggs, mushrooms, cabbage, cilantro, green onion, some cheese, and some bulldog mayo on top. Saw that action there. So first of all, still got some cheese on my... Yeah, that's cheese. I was mixing it up, some of the melted cheese got on there. Let's take a bite first to start this off with, and then we'll start the unboxing. The lobster one, if you remember, didn't really have... It wasn't really super spicy, but since this one says extra spicy, hopefully this one will actually have a good amount. We got a little bit of green onion, some cilantro, and some cabbage in that bite. Here we go. My mother-in-law made this cabbage. This is actually the first of me eating it. It's a really good crunch, which adds nice texture to this bowl. Believe it or not, this is a broth. It's not a dry noodle bowl. I just mixed so much stuff with it. No, you can barely see the broth. Some mushroom. Some chicken. A little bit of this fried egg I made. And cilantro on top of here really gives it a nice extra flavor. See if I can get just some broth in here. The broth probably is mixed with some cheese and that mayo, so it's not going to be exactly the broth that came in this bowl. But it's tasty. And spicy. Yeah, the broth really has all the spice together. I feel like, I can't see it, I felt like there was like some cilantro or some onion in that. I was going to have greenness showing up. This is good. But one more bite and we'll get to the unboxing. I actually have 3 boxes. And typically, I'm not one to do unboxing. I've done some before. But, nope, didn't get it all. Since I got 3 boxes of pretty interesting stuff, I figured I'd give everyone a preview of some, maybe not all, of some of the reviews that are coming up. Let's start with this first one. This box was an order I made from a company called Desert Drinks and Exotics. They will send you drinks, chips, candies, all sorts of snacks from all over the world. I'm going to try not to show the address on here so I don't have to do any unnecessary editing. also try not to stab myself on camera. That would not be worth the entertainment. Okay. Just peel that sticker off. That'd be the best way not to show it. Or I could have taken some initiative before this video and cover them up. But too late now. Already started. Yep, that's kind of on there. Oh, packing slip has that in there too. Yeah, let's move that out of the way. Okay, so what did I order from Desert Drinks and Exotics? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things should be in this box, and I think they gave me a little bit of an extra treat that I didn't order, and that is this right on top here. Playmore Wheel Gummy. It looks like this is an accessory for a Lego gummy they have. So little wheels on there, and I don't have the Lego gummy, so I can't really build a gummy Lego vehicle. But I do like gummy candy, so we'll eat it. Okay. Now this is like a 2-for thing right here. Move this out of the way real quick. I've gotten, this is cup noodles, spicy seafood flavor. Now, this is pretty interesting in and of itself, but I got here cup noodles chips, spicy seafood flavor. Matchy matchy. And what this, I'm going to do a review of this where I taste these two things together and tell you, one, if the spicy seafood flavor is good, and how well the chips match the noodles in flavor. This chip bag is super thick. The plastic is super thick. And these are products of this actually says it was California. Factory location, Hong Kong. In this one, it says Hong Kong. Yep, makes sense. They'd be the same place. So I got some cup noodles and some chips that taste like cup noodles from Hong Kong. So that's 1 and 2. And then I got another chips. This is Lay's. And what flavor is this? It's ramen noodle flavor. Spicy Korean ramen. And this is a product of Thailand. Interesting. You have a Thailand Lay's. That flavor is Korean. Spicy Korean ramen. Not as thick plastic as the Hong Kong one, but still feels more substantial than American chips. The cup noodle chips, I don't know what company makes those chips. Then the last two things we have are beverages. For the first one, this. It's called Fanta. What the Fanta? It's a mystery flavor, and you have to go to, I think, some website. This is a France can, so this is from France. And yeah, I can't speak French and or read it, but I do see that says this product produit en France. I'm pretty sure I know what that means. It's a product of France. So Fanta, what the Fanta? I'll be doing a video where I taste that and tell you what my guess that is. Next off, we have a PlayStation 5 Digital Performance Energy. This is a PlayStation 5 energy drink. I don't own a PlayStation 5. I have an Xbox One. And I have an old Xbox 360S. And I have a Switch. But no PS5. I think it's maybe it's Power Zone. PlayStation 5 energy drink. Okay. And this one is a product of some Asian company. This is .jp, so I'm guessing it is a product of Japan. Which makes sense, because I think Sony is a Japanese company. Alright, that's the end of my desert foods and exotics box. I'm moving on to the next unboxing box, but first, let's get back to some mukbanging. When I do a jazzed up type version of a cup noodle or bowl, typically I don't have plans when I go shopping to get certain things. And I know, like, on the Ramen Junkies Facebook page, of which I'm a moderator for, and I suggest if you're on Facebook to go join it. A lot of people, they complain, like, I don't have an Asian market next to me, so I can't get all that interesting stuff, those ingredients that you all put in your ramen to make it look special. Now, you can definitely find really premium good stuff to put in ramen at an Asian market, but you don't have to have the assumption that just because you have regular grocery stores near you that you don't have the stuff to make something like this. And really, nothing in this bowl besides, like, the noodles. Actually, I bought this noodles at a regular grocery store. At a grocery store in Chicago called Pete's Fresh Market. They don't have, like, a super huge ramen section, but saw this. It had all the flavors. I got 2 of them. What's in here? These are not any special type of mushroom that I put in here. If I can grab one. These are just white button mushrooms that I sliced up. Cilantro. Most grocery stores have cilantro. This is a regular fried egg. A lot of people say, like, oh, I don't know how to make those special ramen eggs. Well, you don't have to make a special ramen egg to add an egg to your ramen. You could scramble an egg, you could poach an egg, you can fry an egg. If you have enough hot liquid broth in your ramen, you can just crack an egg right into it and mix it up. The chicken in here is just chicken that I marinated in, I think, soy sauce, ginger, garlic, maybe some other stuff, but, like, can you not find ginger in your regular market? This cabbage, I can tell you for sure, nothing of this cabbage came from an Asian market. This is a Southern-style fried cabbage recipe. It had cabbage and bacon and probably some bacon grease in there. And then I had a slice of American cheese. If you can't find a slice of American cheese, then I don't know what kind of grocery stores you have. Green onion. Green onion should be in any type of produce section. So, if you're a fan of the Facebook page that I moderate, and you've seen people post things, and other people complain when people post stuff that's just, like, really plain looking and doesn't have a lot added to it, and they say, well, I don't have an Asian market next to me, so I can't get those stuff. You don't need it. Any typical grocery store has plenty of produce and other ingredients that you can make a good beefed up, souped up, jazzed up ramen bowl. The bulldog mayo, I just realized on here, probably that's the only thing in here that you can only get at an Asian grocery store. But really, a lot of people don't add mayo to ramen. Mayo is more of like a yakisoba edition. I would just literally open my fridge, look left, look right, look up, look down. What do I have that I could throw in this? I got some fried cabbage. Got some cilantro. Some leftover chicken. Let me grab an egg. I have one slice of cheese left. It's got to go someplace. Ramen, to me, is a great way not to waste. You got an instant pack, an instant bowl in your cupboard that lasts a long time. You have a bunch of leftovers, little scrap pieces of this and that. Throw on top of your noodles. All right. Let's go back to opening boxes. This box comes from an Etsy person, and the Etsy company shop is called, and this was totally random, Desert Sweets Boutique. So I just did the Desert Snacks. Is that what it's called? Desert Snacks. Desert Drinks and Exotics. And now I have Desert Sweets Boutique. Don't look. Don't cut yourself. Alright, so this box has a bunch of stuff in it, but they're all little like sample size versions of it. So these snacks, I actually, if you've ever watched a YouTube channel called Good Mythical Morning with Rhett and Link, recently they had a video, maybe a week and a half ago, where they tried freeze-dried candies, and I thought freeze-dried candy sounds very interesting. Let me see like who sells them, and the spice of the noodles is getting to me. I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. Don't watch. There we go. Probably sound a little bit better now. Anyway, back to the freeze-dried candies. I thought, those are interesting, let me try them. So I found, really, the only people that sell them are like Etsy kind of shops or some independent candy shops. You might be able to find these. A food freeze dryer is like a multiple $1,000 investment. So it's really not something you could do typically at home for anyone. But some candy stores did. And I got an assortment, and I'll show you what I got here. This is ice cream, and I think that's two different flavors, probably a vanilla and a cookies and cream. It's like a teeny scoop of ice cream that's been freeze dried. Sour worms. There's 3 sour worms there. These are milk duds. See how they kind of expanded and exploded. Skittles. Jolly Ranchers. Now and Laters. I'm going to go through these quick just because I'll have a video where I taste these. Laffy Taffies, High Chews, Cookie Sandies, Sour Sprees, one doesn't have a name on it. Maybe it's on the other list. This one also doesn't have a name on it. Airheads, Starburst, ice cream sandwich, marshmallows, regular sprees, mini sweet tarts, and mini Starbursts, and peach rings. This one looks kind of chocolatey. Let me look at the list here real quick and see. Maybe there's something that I didn't mention. Ice cream, Charleston Chew. Okay, it's probably Charleston Chew. Sour Sweet Sour Worm, Starburst, Airhead, Milk Dud, Salt Water Taffy. Maybe that's Salt Water Taffy. Skittles Jolly Ranchers, Ice Cream Sandies, Spree, Mini Sweet Tart, Starburst, Mini Now and Later, Laugh Taffy, Cookies, Annie, High Chew, Peach Ring Marshmallows. Okay, well there you go. Putting all these things back here. And the Etsy shop that I found, I basically just looked and saw what kind of candies were out there that were freeze-dried, and then found one that made like a variety pack. But then I found this one that sells like these little $1 sample packs. So like each one of these bags was just $1. Alrighty, over there. Back to the mukbang part. So this video is going to be a decently long one. I'm hoping the audio sync isn't terrible. The hardest part of editing these ones, especially long ones, is I don't know why this happens or when this happens, because sometimes I can film a whole video and from start to finish the audio is in sync just naturally. And then I have some of them where at the very start it's off a little bit. I just have to move the audio and video to match up, and then the whole video is fine. And I have some, and this is the hardest one, where for some reason it's like gradually either the video or the audio is slower or faster than the other one. And every often, like, you can get to a point where it's really noticeable that they're off. And you have to make individual cuts and restitch them together. Then sometimes the video will freeze, and then when it comes back on, the audio will be off from however long the freeze happened. It's all very aggravating. So every time I make one of these thrown together bowls where I throw in whatever I have, it's almost better than the last one. The mayo and the cheese, and I think it's the mayo and the cheese really mixed with the broth that was in here, thickened it up just a bit, and it's just coating every little square inch of this. And it's really tasty. Alright, let's move on to the last box. This box comes from the Netherlands, and this is AMS Distribution. It was some online store that sold foreign snacks. This one, I actually... Okay, that's a weird way to open. Okay, there we go. So, the items in this box basically started as when I was on the desert drinks and exotics. When I was on that website, I saw one of these items, and I was like, that's very interesting. Let me look it up and see, there might be other things like it. And they did have 3 in this series. But the Desert Drinks and Exotics website had 1 in stock. It showed another one that was out of stock, and there was no mention of the 3rd one. So, I went out looking to find it. There were ways for me to purchase like a large amount of all 3 of them individually, but I only wanted 1 bag of each. Eventually, I found a website that would sell me 1 bag of each. And this is what it is. These are the European Lay's limited edition for the summer, and they're called the iconic restaurant flavors. First of all, we have Lay's Pizza Hut Margarita. So this should taste like all the other pizza flavors, I'm guessing. Free Pizza Hut pizza, 2 for 1. So if you buy these, they give you a coupon. Somehow, I don't speak whatever they speak in the Netherlands. The Netherlands do have a very funny language. Here's the address, name of the street. Antwoord de Noemer. I was in the Netherlands once. Reading the street signs is just funny because they're all, you say it in like a stereotypical accent and everything sounds funny. So we got the Pizza Hut Margarita. We have KFC original recipe. Again, coupon for free KFC menu item, 2 for 1. And the other iconic restaurant is Subway teriyaki flavor. There you go. 3 iconic restaurants. Yeah, and this just says AMS distribution from the Netherlands. Varsveld Terborg, Netherlands. Cool. And this only cost me €5.49. It actually costs more than that to ship it, but not expensive at all, once you think about it. Okay, this is a mukbang time to mukbang it. If you're wondering, this bowl contains 2 servings. It says 240 calories per serving or 470 per container. Why would you make a bowl like this 2 servings? Is it because you're meant to share this with someone, or you're supposed to eat this over 2 meals? I know they make I just saw these on the Ramen Raider channel. A yakisoba that has like over 4,000 calories. It's like this ginormous box. I think he said it was like as big as a family-sized cereal box. And he's going to do it for his 4,000th review. And like the literal translation of it is like the big box. I've made some pretty good homemade ramen bowls before. This one is definitely up there. Some are more planned out than others. My biggest planned out one was a turducken ramen bowl. Spice is getting to me. It's at the bottom. All that spice is really concentrated. So that turducken one, basically, for 2 Thanksgivings in a row, we made turducken in our family for Thanksgiving. In the first year, we froze all 3 carcasses when we were done. Because in order to really make a turducken together, you have to really debone and take a lot of the stuff out in order to wrap it around properly. There's recipes out there you can look up. But that left with 2 turkey carcasses, 2 chicken carcasses, 2 duck carcasses. Boiled them all up with some vegetables to make a really good stock, broth, whatever you want to call it, and converted that into a really good bowl of ramen, which I add a little miso to it to give it that fusion flavor, and then I dress it up with Thanksgiving type vegetables. I shredded some carrots, I added some steamed green beans, I had slices of smoked duck, I had ground turkey, and then I had a chicken egg. I forget if I added baked chicken or roast chicken to that as well, but there was definitely something from each bird on top as well. Turned out very well. There you go. Mukbanged. So there you go. You have a 2 for today. Unboxing, as well as the mukbang. I'm going to say goodbye to you. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff like this, and to see where I review all this good stuff that I've unboxed for you today. And until next time, whatever that is, we'll catch you later. Bye.